Hello all, I'm Carrie. This video is part of my participation in this year's Costube Symposium.
We know that, let's get on with it. You promised us snacks after this. What is your favorite genre of costuming?
18th and 19th century historical costuming, and I've only dipped my pinky toe in the vast ocean of possibilities in these eras, so there's a lot more for me to explore.
What originally got you into costuming? Or walking around the backyard in weird clothes but not taking me for a walk?
Some friends in the SCA encouraged me to join, but I never liked any of the costumes I made for those events, and I drifted away when I moved to California for an internship. Back in the Midwest, I attended the 2012 Jane Austen Festival in Louisville, Kentucky with a bunch of fellow English majors from the university where I teach geology, and I fell in love with the Regency costumes and made 2 for the next year, and it has snowballed since then. Which of your projects are you the proudest of? I'm still astonished at myself for making my robe à la Française, or RALF, and alligator art print Dreams Come True, especially with all of the cat interference. You mean cat help? What project taught you the most? These ensembles were both very challenging, and I always learn the most when I struggle and then persevere. And I think that is what a lot of costuming is about, learning and growing in skill and confidence. What is the most unconventional material you have used? Foam insulation board for Delilah's head. Delilah is my alligator, but then Delilah is unconventional for a historical costumer. Oh yes, I enjoyed sinking my teeth into that stuff. Which era or genre would you still like to costume that you haven't yet? I've only tried the 1870s, and I plan on branching out into other decades of the Victorian era this year, including the 1830s, 1880s, and 1890s. And yes, I have fabric and plans for historical context research for each of those.
Oh goody, more comfy books and papers for us to lay on. What are your goals, plans for moving forward, besides giving us those snacks?
I have quite a few sewing projects planned focused on the 18th century, Regency, and Victorian decades and techniques I haven't explored yet, and I want to integrate deep dives into the culture and history of the time periods I costume into all of my videos. I'm currently writing a video essay on coming out, courtship, and marriage in Regency, England, and the clothing involved.
What is your dream event or photo shoot opportunity? You giving me belly rubs, right?
Yeah. But also collecting fossils in Regency costume in Lyme Regis, England. Oh my, that is far away. You would better get someone nice to take care of us. Who do you look up to? Who taught you your crafts? My mom taught me basic hand sewing stitches at home and in Girl Scouts, but sewing machines intimidated me until I was an adult, so I'm self-taught. Well, YouTube, blog, and friend taught. My friends in my costuming groups inspire me, like Christine, Erin, Emily, and the Sarahs, and others in the St. Louis Historical Sewing Society, and my peeps in the Indiana Historical Costuming Society.
We've only met Erin and we love her. What are your favorite materials to work with?
I like any natural material that behaves when sewn. Silk taffeta is lovely, as is most cotton sateen. Linen is nice to wear, but often very wobbly, and I have not yet tried wool, even though I have tens of yards in my stash.
Well, let us lay on it, and then it wouldn't just be sitting there. Do you drape, draft, or use commercial patterns?
I primarily use patterns from small companies like Fig Leaf Patterns and Laughing Moon Mercantile, and draft smaller items like chemisettes or bodice treatments.
Are you team cut or team trace for pattern pieces?
I am not consistent. I try to trace so I can use the pattern again in the future for someone else or myself as I change size with age or ice cream. I love digital download patterns like those from Black Snail Patterns because I can just reprint if I need another size or I screw up the pattern. Or if you guys decide it is fun to claw and chew it to pieces.
What, us? Okay, do you use pins or pattern weights?
Oh, that's funny coming from you, since you try to be my pattern weight. Mostly pins, but it really depends on whether I'm using scissors or a rotary cutter. I use both. And I like using rocks as pattern weights because I have a bajillion of them. Geologist.
What skill would you like to learn?
Drafting and grading patterns for more complex garments, another reason Sewstein is so inspiring. I'd also like to learn digitizing and machine embroidery because these ammonites are so cute, and now I want to put pretty floral and fossil embroidery on everything.
What fabrics are in an online basket that you would love to buy?
None. I typically only buy fabric on sale because I am on a teacher's budget. Otherwise, all the silk taffeta would be in my online carts. How many pieces are lurking in your UFO bin? And what is a UFO? Calm down, sweetie. Usually no unfinished objects because they give me anxiety and I don't have the space for multiple projects. I do live in a tiny house with multiple people and creatures.
I'm the best people. Biggest sewing, crafting pet peeve?
I am very disorganized and constantly misplace things. Or the cats take them.
What? Well, I can eat the cats and then they'll no longer be a problem. Do you pick a project and then procure materials, or collect materials and let them speak to you?
I usually buy materials on sale or clearance and then think up possibilities. But I still do the other occasionally.
Machine sewing, barefoot, socks, or shoes on the pedal.
I just push my brother's buttons because I like it and there always seems to be cat underfoot.
Do you have any sewing assistants, like pets? Do you have any bad sewing habits?
Apparently, I don't pay enough attention to my feline overlords while sewing or working on videos. Thank you for watching, and here are the details for the Costube Symposium taking place on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook this summer. The schedule will be available in the middle of summer. All relevant links are in the description box below, and I hope to see you there. Thanks, bye.